Let's talk about What If Season 1. Probably don't need to say this, but spoilers ahead, so click that like button and come back later. So when I went to San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 and Hall H there, the one thing that I was looking forward to the most besides Multiverse of Madness was What If. What If is one of my favorite comic series ever, and I was so excited to see what they would do within the MCU. My favorite character of the series has to be Uatu the Watcher. He was such a cool character. I loved how awesome his voice was, and I loved how badass he could be too. The animation of this show is absolutely awesome. It combines 2D and 3D animation. It reminds me a lot of my favorite Christmas movie, Klaus. So one thing I really like about this show is how it doesn't shy away from being really dark. Like when Doctor Strange destroys his whole universe to bring back Christine Palmer, and then she dies again anyway. I mean, that was insanely dark. I also did a lot of surprisingly good crying in these episodes, specifically the Chadwick Boseman ones. This was one of the last things that they had him film before he passed away, and I cried like crazy for each episode he was in. I specifically cried a lot during the Marvel Zombies episode when he says, "Death is not the end." Because the way that he said that, it made me think that he knew he wasn't gonna make it through this, and he put everything he had into that one line of dialogue. My favorite scene of the series has to be when Uatu was fighting Ultron throughout the multiverse. This one fight had some of the best animation I've ever seen. Like, Ultron literally punches through the multiverse and punches the Uatu out of it. And he also eats this whole universe too. That is something I cannot expect to see in live action for a good while. I give this series a 9 out of 10, giving it an A. Anyway, that's the review. Go down to those comments and tell me what you thought, and click that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest content. See ya!